In Paris, learning Suleiman has only €4 in his account disappoints everyone, reminding her it wasn't in their agreement. Suleiman is flustered while explaining. His account has been frozen and he cannot receive his full salary, yet he still assures her that he will compensate for the rest. Paris raises her hand as if to say, okay, but this still makes me feel uneasy inside. Eventually, she pulls an envelope from her bag and hands it to Suleiman, with all needed certificates, letters, and medical proof inside. Proof of the abuse she suffered in prison. Suleiman carefully takes the envelope as if it were the most precious treasure in her design. These papers are her only hope for legal status in France. Paris reminds Suleiman that the interviewer will be thorough and she should be prepared. After missing the last train, Suleiman dozes off in a hallway and video calls her girlfriend from miles away, who immediately notices her injuries. What happened? Her girlfriend asks. Suleiman brushes it off and says nothing. Suleiman brings up yesterday's topic, aware of her tough situation in France and unable to bring her girlfriend to Europe. After some hesitation, she encourages her girlfriend to accept the marriage proposal and wishes her a happy future. It pains her inside, but she knows it might be the best choice for her girlfriend. Her girlfriend responds, "I'll wait for you until you magically appear in France." Suleiman retorts, "How could I forget? I think about home and you every second." The silence in the call weighs heavier than words. They both understand, distance is tough. Their love is slowly being eroded by reality. Suddenly, her girlfriend says she wants a romantic journey across the sea or desert. Suleiman warns his girlfriend, "You don't know what it entails." Women face horrors on the road. Memories of the Libyan prison flood back, the helpless eyes in desperate pleas. Suleiman dares not imagine and asks her girlfriend, "What do you think will happen on this journey?" "You should tell me to marry that engineer. It might be a good choice for you," she replies. In the call, they still wish each other well, and her girlfriend prays Suleiman will gain residency in France. This kind of call is a goodbye to the past and a blessing for the future. On the morning of the interview, Suleiman finally washes away her exhaustion. She changes into clean clothes and, sporting some bruises, heads to the office. After spending the night outside, she looks a decade older. The staff calls Suleiman, and she takes a deep breath. Entering the office with the interviewer awaits the next big reveal. The interviewer sits behind the desk, peering at her as if trying to see through her disguise. The interviewer tells her the process will be recorded. If rejected, she can appeal and listen to it. At the moment when the interview officially commences, Suleiman respectfully hands over the folder that Paris had prepared for her. The interviewer meticulously scrutinizes each document, almost as if he were studying a highly intricate recipe. The initial questions are basic, asking which countries she passed through to get to France and how she ended up marrying into Ufj. She's asked why she joined, what Ufj is, her time there, and about her experiences in prison. She struggles to recall every detail Paris taught her, but the interviewer's questions get more pointed. "Can you explain why you joined this part? Is it really part of Ufj's plan? I've seen and seriously considered it. I think these are interesting plans. For example, in education, we want children to start learning at 5 and improve their scores. To raise it from 13% to 20%. Then, just a moment, consider it as your constructive elements, helping you all become even more outstanding. You just came through these to earn more programming points. According to Het, it's great, they've increased since settling into the snow. So what you're saying is you've been involved in what kind of deep and dark secrets? Yes. What specific occasion did you serve as a secret for? Yes. What was the occasion of your secret moment? Yes. What specific occasion did you serve as a secret for? Yes. What was your secret moment? The interviewer notes Suleiman says he joined Ufj on March 30, 2019. Then, on May 12, he was elected as the security secretary. This rapid promotion makes Suleiman nervous. Upon being inquired about how he managed to land the role, Suleiman mentions his work passion and dedication in a flattering manner. He suddenly brings up soccer, claiming he's the captain and used to organizing the games. The neighborhood kids respect him, and the interviewer continues to probe for details. Where was the election held, and how many candidates were there? Why didn't he meet other Ufj members in prison? Each question is like a needle piercing through the web of lies Suleiman spun. Eventually, the interviewer points out his eyes, calmly yet firmly stating, "I've been hearing the same story. Demolished homes, protests, prisons, and even photos with knives. I've heard it at least twice within a week." The direct questioning drops the room into silence. The interviewer tells Suleiman, "It's still not too late, tell the real story." At this critical moment, Suleiman hesitates. Her mother's weary face flashes before her eyes, and her weak voice echoes in her ears. "Why don't you come back?" she asks. After taking a deep breath, Suleiman finally shares her real story. She describes how at 7, her mother was thrown out of the house by her father due to illness. Afterward, she became known as the Madwoman's Child, facing the challenges of survival in Guinea. And because she couldn't afford her mother's treatment, she decided to embark on the journey away. She had to traverse the vast desert to reach Algeria, endure inhumane torture in Libya, and then summon her courage to risk crossing the sea, ultimately arriving in Europe. She explains that she left Guinea because the meager income couldn't change her mother's situation, wanting to do something to make her feel a bit better. "I just wanted to fulfill her hopes. It makes me feel a bit better," she says. It all began in Algeria, stepping onto this irreversible path. Determination fills her eyes. Subscription prompt. If you enjoyed the story, please subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.